welcome. We are live. They can hear us outside as well.
Yeah. Everyone is super excited to see you here.
No, I'm excited to see everybody. I'm blown away. I can't believe how incredible everybody here is.
Yeah, the Brazilian fans are always asking, please come to Brazil, please come to Brazil. How is for you to be in Brazil right now?
It's very surreal. I think we've been trying to do it for the last year or so, maybe a year or two, and it worked out time wise, and it was great. But so far I'm speechless about how everybody made me feel so welcome, and the fans are so kind, and I'm happy I got to meet everybody in the photo ops, but also just anyone that's out there as well.
And you just did the panel, and we are celebrating the 10 years of Marvel, and you've been there since the Phase 1. So how was the panel, and what do you talk a little about in
Well, it was very bittersweet because it's been 10 years, and also especially with Stan Lee's passing this year, it feels very sad also, but I think grateful to be able to have met him, but also to have had him be alive and see where these characters that he's created have evolved, how far they've come. In this particular last decade, I mean, Marvel has turned out movie after movie that I feel like continuously resonates with people. So but it's amazing. I mean, it's nostalgic. It's I grew up a little bit in 10 years, and for me, just to have done it in the movies with Marvel has been a real privilege. If I look back at 2011, I'm like I feel like I'm a different person. So.
Yeah, and we saw yesterday the trailer of Avengers 4, and now it's the Endgame. Did you know about the title, or you discovered with us?
No, I didn't know anything about Avengers 4. Yeah, because I don't have anything to do with it. So.
You
don't?
You don't, or you don't know? Because I know that the filming was kind of crazy, right? Because you received the script and you didn't know what was real and what was not.
We didn't know, but also, the last thing I filmed was in 2017, which was, earlier 2017. So that was a long time ago. So I haven't been part of anything that's been recently happening, but I'm excited to see it. I think when I saw the last film, I hadn't read the script and I didn't know what was going to happen, and so I was actually watching it for the first time. So it's nice now I can be part of the audience and enjoy it that way.
And how was we are talking about Marvel secrecy, and do you guys have a special training for that, for not spilling any spoilers?
The first rule of Marvel is you do not talk about Marvel. Yeah, I don't know. There are some people that obviously should remain nameless who, Tom Holland, who, decides that he wants to talk about things. But I don't know anything about that.
And you have been here to Brazil, and how was your favorite thing about here? Was the weather? Was the food? Did you some places?
I've had some really, really great food so far. I think the chicken that has bread around it. That's a little fried. Is it like starts with this? Yeah. I really like those.
Coxinha. I think you will try to speak coxinha in Portuguese.
Maybe. Oh, that's how it's called. Okay, coxinha. And the other thing is, I feel like it's been a little bit interesting with the weather because I didn't know what to expect. Sometimes it's a little bit cold and then it rains a little bit, but I know you have really great beaches here, so.
Yeah.
And did you learn anything in Portuguese?
No, I haven't. I mean, I just got here like 2 days ago, so I haven't been able to.
You just learned coxinha.
Yeah, that was my first word, maybe.
Yeah. That's really good. And You said you're speaking again about Marvel secrecy because you did the first Captain America and you didn't know exactly that you were gonna come back for the second one, right?
Yeah, no, I didn't. I think when I fell off the train and both of my arms were intact, I thought that this was it.
And how was to know that you're gonna come back and then you gonna have a metal arm? Because that's awesome.
It was exciting. I mean, I loved what happened to the character in the comic books. I think the Winter Soldier storyline was really interesting, and the idea of having somebody who essentially, ends up creating a new identity, starting over, and then has to learn how to live with the past, has to sort of confront himself again, was a very real sort of human kind of experience. And I felt that, I think that's what makes the character relatable in a way. And it was a lot of interesting arcs to play, because he's a very complex character that way. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, and you saw a lot of these Marvel movies. Do you have a memory of a fun scene or fun stuff that happens in backstage?
Yeah, I mean, there's a scene in Infinity War when it's the first time that they're walking off of this carrier, and I go and I hug Steve Rogers and they were like, "You have to smile." And I was like, okay. But in that scene, you could see Vision, Paul Bettany's character, I think, is being carried off the carrier. And we just could not, for some reason, he had made a joke and we couldn't stop laughing the whole time. And we kept laughing and we kept doing the scene over and over again. And that was one of the things. But I've been so lucky because with Chris and also Anthony Mackie, I mean, there's so many funny moments that have happened, and sometimes I look at Anthony and I can't tell if I'm like, are we even these characters right now, or are we just doing this like you and me? I mean, it's just. It's a lot of fun. So
and speaking about Anthony, we heard that maybe we will have a TV series with Captain Winter Soldier. And
yeah, but I think what you're referring to is a 1980s film that he and I will be starring in, where I'm gonna have really long hair and do this.
It's gonna be like Starkey and Hutch.
It's like exactly. Starkey and Hutch, Miami Vice. That's the
good.
thing.
I'll watch that. Yeah.
So you'll see maybe how you feel about that. You let me know next year if I'm back here. I don't know.
Oh, they want you to come back. Yeah.
Should I come back next year? All right. If you guys are gonna be here, then maybe I'm gonna do it. Maybe I'll even bring Anthony. I don't know. Maybe I'll try and get him.
Would you like to try to speak Portuguese with them?
Did I try?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I can teach you.
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
I can teach you. Would you like to say, I love you guys?
I love you guys,
yeah.
Yes.
It's good? So, que assim, eu amo vocês.
Eu amo vocês.